Hello, everybody. We'll get people into the chat here soon. Apologies for the little bit of wait time. They changed the dashboard here on us. We'll have some people jump in the chat here, and we'll get everything started. Let's see, make sure everybody's able to join. I changed up the dashboard on this thing, so I was like, man, how do I even get this on? So figured it out now, and we're up and going. Some all new features here. Hopefully everybody's having an amazing night. I know that there's been a lot of um, talks behind the scenes of what's going on, what are we going to do, everything like that for the race that's coming up. I will pull that up here as well. Let people jump into the chat here. Be sure to chime on in. Make sure that everybody can hear me okay. And we'll get into it here as well as I'll have Robinson on here with us soon as well. What's up, Team Camel? Hello, hello. Okay, so you guys can see. Let me pop that up. There we go. Some all new features happening right now. There we go. A little bit better. Looks like we got Robinson. He's in the back of the chat here. Hello, hello. Let me pull that off of there. So as you guys can see, we're going to be talking about the SoCal Shootout for 1/5 scales, 1/8 scales, and MX bikes out at Robinson RC Raceway in Potrero, California. This will be our second of the series races coming up. We went to the late and great Fear Farm earlier this year. Had an amazing turnout, tons of fun out there. Robinson Raceway is a fairly new track in the grand scheme of things, but they've been putting in a ton of work and just a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Community's been coming together. I know Fear Farm also helped them out. They got a dialed pit lane they just put in. I know they just rebuilt the track. Looks amazing. They got a new stand in there. Compliments of DRT Robinson Mod helping out for that and all the patrons. So they've been putting in a lot of work because we used to be standing on, I think, what was it? It was a scaffolding before. Didn't have a pit lane. It was on the ground. So they've been putting in a lot of effort and work, and we really want to support them. And that's why we got this awesome race coming up to you guys. So that's going to be March 14th through the 16th. So that's this weekend. So most have seen the weather that is going to be coming on in to us, but I think there's a silver lining behind it. So we're going to kind of go over, what we're looking at, what's going on for the event, the possibilities for the schedule may be a little bit different than normal. But I do believe that we're going to have the time to be able to get the full program in. So without further ado, I will bring in man, myth, the legend himself, Mr. Eric Robinson. Hello, Eric.
What's happening, man? How you doing, man?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Man, doing good, dude. It's freaking awesome to be here with you guys, especially after that little scare we had earlier. But it looks like things may be panning out.
Yeah, so it's looking good. As you can see, Robinson is on his way home, completely legal, by the way,
Yeah.
as it's moving there in the
Pay no attention to
background.
the background. Pay no
Pay
attention to
no
the
attention to that for the police.
background. Yeah.
So
That sounds
Right
good.
on. So it's all together. We've been talking behind the in the background, guys. Obviously, everybody has Google search, and whether it's Apple phone or AccuWeather or Weather Channel, um, all of them are saying the same thing. Saturday and Sunday are clear. That's going to be fine for us. So we're hoping that it obviously stays like that. We have a bunch of people coming in. So these were the two options, guys. We obviously know rain is coming in today through Thursday. That's a for sure. Friday, it's low, but there is something still there. Saturday and Sunday, those are looking good. Um, but like pretty much the silver lining is going to be is that we almost had this rain last week at Robinson,
Mhm.
and Eric was letting me know that the track was soaking it all up.
Yeah, so last week, if you guys get a chance to go back and look at the Facebook video, that is literally shot about 12 or 13 hours after a real bad downpour. What we ended up doing was going out there, making sure that wherever it was puddling up at, we had some runoff. The track is already built with a 5% grade into it already. So we just went to some of the other trouble spots and started, creating little canals for those areas so that you can have runoff. Now, at the very bottom right hand corner, you guys look in that video, there was a little pool of water. I went out there the Saturday morning. I didn't cut out a trench for that. And so I did it that morning, and dude, it was dried up by that afternoon. That the track is does a very good job of soaking up water because it's not 100% clay. It's a clay DG topsoil mix. So I think we'll be good. We will be good.
Yeah, so it's like you said, we saw kind of online from the Dirt Nitro Challenge what those guys were going through, and they had some pretty good torrential downpours there. Joey and those guys were working on the track, and that track does not soak up like any water. It turns into a pool.
Yeah.
Um, so they were able to get it going. It was a 700 entry race. They had 3 clear days ahead of them. It was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But they had stuff going on that was, they were working on the track, then they have another downpour, and it would just sit there. But saving grace is those guys, they put in the work and they were racing within a couple hours.
Right.
So this track, it's not a pool. It soaks
Right.
up everything. And we're having a pretty good rain on Thursday. But Friday looks to be a dismal, kind of like how it was today. We were asking Jeanette how it was looking. She says, yes, there's been showers here and there, but nothing crazy. So I'm thinking we can, almost look at what today's going to do. That's going to be on Friday. But with that said, I wouldn't recommend anybody pulling in, and they're not going to be allowed in on Thursday. Um, just for the simple fact of we don't want anybody getting stuck, anything like that. There's going to be pretty good rain then. There's not going to be anything to do. So we would not, don't come in on Thursday. Pack in is pretty much going to be Friday. We're going to try and get some practice in later in the day. Um, and we'll be hitting it hard and heavy Saturday and Sunday. I was talking to the boys. We'll probably start the program a little later. Saturday we'll probably start around noon. Is what noon to 1 is what my thinking is. And David Orner is going to be there. He runs a really good program. So as long as we got all the race entries in, it should be a nice 2 qualifiers for the guys. We should probably be able to finish by about 6 or 7 p.m. For us, and still have a good little nightlife. And then Sunday's looking absolutely beautiful. No sort of weather, and be dialed in for the program. And hey, Robinson, I don't think we might have to water all weekend long.
Man, that'll be a freaking blessing. I'm telling you right now. There's one thing that I have noticed about this track, dude, is when it's wet, it's great. We've had a couple of races, Matt, where if you remember, it'll dry out during the day, and dude, we just kept watering, and around about 4 or 5, dude, that water starts coming up to the surface, and then the track is dialed. Once the sun is over past not beating directly down on it like it is in the summertime, dude, it just does a great job. And so I think if you guys pull out them chasers and put them on, I think you guys will be hooking up just fine, and we won't need to water the track as much this go around. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely when the sun goes down there, the traction goes way up. And I think that's kind of going to be how it is out there. So, we should retain water. We shouldn't really have to water. I think we'll be good. It warms up quite significantly Saturday, Sunday. So a lot of our patrons come out Saturday morning anyways. I think that's going to be fine for you guys that are coming in. We're going to start a little later so we have some practice in the morning. Um, and should be good. So, and guys are going to ask, hey, why don't you push it? Because I wish next week was this week. The next week's weather looks amazing, guys. Um, but there was a couple different factors. Um, there was two of them that we were taking into consideration is some of the travel guys that had some major expenses. So there was one, the NorCal guys. They have I think there was like a $2,000 Airbnb that they're splitting with a bunch.
Yes.
That they've got a good crew coming down from NorCal. So transferring
Mhm.
that would have been a bear, still possible, but a bear. But some of their crew that was coming down, there's kids' birthday parties and different stuff that was going on. So all of them weren't going to be able to make it. There was another thing I know. I do believe Rise Robinson and Luke
Yeah.
are flying out.
Matt
Um,
Jenkins.
and Matt Jenkins is going to be coming out from NorCal.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of those guys that might have had issues with it, and a lot
Rescheduling.
of them were all like, "Hey, we're in, we're on." Um, and then we found out later on. I was talking to my buddy Joe Shartung, our good friend Chris Higa. His mother passed away about a couple weeks ago or a month ago, something like that. Rest in peace. But her funeral service is next week on Saturday. So I know that there's a lot of guys that want to go to that. Um, and then even personally, as a company, we were going to stretch it, but we end up for we do a lot of live streaming, as you guys know. The following week after we would have been back from that, it would have been a 1 day turnaround time, and we would have had to go, and we got like a 2 week event that we're flying out on Wednesday, so we only would have had Tuesday to kind of unpack, repack, and get back out for that. So it kind of gives our company a little bit more time. So kind of
Mhm.
taking everything into consideration as far as that, we looked at the Robinson poll. It was at a 50-50 count.
Split.
It was split down the middle. And then there was one other big factor is our house announcer, David. David was not going to be able to do it next week. He had some other engagements. And then Robinson told us, he's like, hey, I'm going to have to not be there. I got a funeral thing I have to do. Um,
Yes.
so all things considered, guys, if the weather was really looking terrible on Saturday, then we probably would have pulled the plug. Then we would have moved it. Um, but just taking everything into consideration, we might lose half a day, but we can on Friday. Um, but we're going to be able to make that up on Saturday and Sunday. So if we run a little later on Sunday, it is what it is. But we've got the lights complements of Site Solar, and Saturday and Sunday is looking absolutely beautiful. And those are our main two race days as it is.
Hmm.
So with all things considered, um, and just everybody's schedules and plans and everything, we're gonna make it happen. So hopefully everybody's able to still come out. We greatly appreciate you guys, and we want to make the best event possible. But with this track, more than anything, it soaks up water.
Yes.
We know we've ran out of water there,
Yep.
so
Yep. As a matter of fact, dude, I think we will be good to go for at least a few hours of practice on Friday evening. What I'm going to do, Matt, is I think I have scheduled off Thursday and Friday. So as soon as the rain lets up, I'll get out there, man, and blow off whatever water is there, and then just let it sit dry for the rest of the night for Thursday, and then into Friday. And I believe we will have just enough time for individuals to throw their stuff out there and get it running, and at least get 2 3 hours out there of running around and testing and tuning, because I know that's most definitely something that everyone enjoys doing, and getting their setup is very important. So we will be working hard here at Robinson RC Raceway to make sure that the track is ready to go as soon as possible, so you guys can get out there and have some fun.
Yeah, so thank you so much to the Robinson crew, and we've been pretty silent, guys, because we've just been kind of watching and waiting on that on the Weather Channel, looking at the different ones, and we do understand if people don't go, um, but we want you guys out there. Saturday, Sunday looks beautiful. We don't blame you if you don't show up till Saturday morning, to join us. I would not even attempt to go out Thursday. Don't even go out
No,
Thursday.
no.
Um,
You'll get some
and
sinkage in the ground if you guys bring your trailers out.
yeah,
It'll be sopping
Yeah, we
wet.
got with the
Yeah,
bigger
so
vehicles and everything, you're gonna want to just hold off till, Friday, mid Friday, something like that, roll out to kind of get set up and just kind of a lax schedule. We'll be setting up a lot of the gear and everything like that then.
and dress warm. Dress
You
warm.
dress warm. Yeah, dress
Dress
warm, guys.
warm at night. I'm telling you guys right now, you got some wool socks, pull them out. You got some handkerchiefs, pull them out. You got freaking beanies, pull them out. You got hand gloves, pull them out. Um, at night, it does get a little brisk out here. We're in the mountains, so you guys please remember that. And you bring out your warm sleeping bags. Don't bring out your the cheap ones. Bring out the nice ones.
Yeah, that's for sure. So,
Yes.
yeah, so we had a question here from Daniel Fry. Shouldn't we start extra early Saturday just in case weather comes in, could give us time to wait it out? So weather right now is not coming in at all past noon. So it's clear past noon. It's actually going to hit us in the morning, if it does on Saturday morning for Daniel. I'll kind of show you guys the forecast here. I have a couple of them pulled up. Um, let me get. Let me switch on over here. Da, 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 da. However, I do this. Let me take this off. Let me share this other screen real quick.
You can always share my Apple weather. It's more favorable.
Yeah, the Apple weather is being very nice to us.
I love it.
There we go. So there is I don't know why it does that. All right, so there's the weather there, guys. For the let me see if I could pull it over, if it'll move it. There we go. So you can see today was 0.21. It was a little bit more earlier, but they've gotten through it. Um, and showing Wednesday 0.32, kind of similar, a little bit more. You can see we're going to get an inch of rain on Thursday, so that's kind of be the main kicker right there, and then it goes back down to 3/10 of an inch. So we can, from what was on Tuesday today, that's going to be pretty much what we see on Friday. And then Saturday's looking beautiful. It's going to hit us a little bit in the morning there early, and then it subsides around basically 9, 10 o'clock. And it's going to be, sunny out there, and then we're almost going to hit the 70s on Sunday. So we're going to get some good time in. Like I said, we'll probably start around noon to 1, just so track can dry out if we have any of that. Hopefully, we're able to do something on Friday. Um, but it's going to be, we'll start a little bit later program, so we know guys will be arriving Saturday morning. But like I said, there's no rain. Kind of you can see even at the bottom at this area with the green, of how much is coming in. Even on Friday, 0 inches. Um, Throughout. Even in the morning, there's a little bit during the center of the day, but even in the morning on Friday, there's nothing. We're going to hit a little hump in the center there, and then it's going to flatten out, and then there's really nothing again at 0 inches. So that's going to be that day, and hopefully that kind of shows you guys what's up there. Um, so yeah, that's going to give you guys a good guesstimation of what's going on. Weather Channel pretty much said the same thing. The Apple weather is like really good. Um,
Really, really good.
is really good. So they're not really showing anything on Friday. But what all of them are showing is Saturday and Sunday are clear. Um, which is the main juggernaut of our event. So let me take that off. So yeah, excited about it, guys. Hopefully, everybody's able to join us. We want this to be the a best program possible. Um, but after seeing kind of what the dirt guys went through for a track that does hold water, um, I'm very confident with our 100 around 100 entries as we're hoping we're going to hit. They had 700. And yeah, a lot more of everything. So we should be fine altogether. It should be awesome traction. We're gonna have chasers out there for you guys. So it'll be a bigger lug tire, and there won't be any standing water on the track. We'll make sure it's all brushed off and there's no issues. And the Robinson crew is going to work really hard so that there's no pooling areas, and they're going to be able to see that over the next couple days. So I know they'll be out there working, digging the little trenches so water can escape. So nothing is standing water on the track that's going to cause us issues.
Hmm. As a lot of people know, Matt, the shipping container is about 8 feet up in the air, and the track starts to slope off down to almost 10 feet down, and it drains off into the other neighbor's yard, so it doesn't pool at the track, except for on that right-hand corner, which we already drained out. So it's going to be some good, awesome runoff that we won't have to deal with at least any pooling, and whatever little bit is there, we can stomp out or put some hay there and go about our business.
Yeah, so we'll be very prepared there, guys. We're looking forward to it all together. So hopefully, a bunch of people are able to come on out. Um, I think altogether, the people that are going to show, we're already going to show, kind of talking to everybody about it. The ones that are more on the fence and they're like, hey, you know, we should push it, but those guys will still kind of show up because they want to go and race. So altogether, we're all systems go. Uh, for it, and we hope all of you join us. So yeah, should be good. But taking things into consideration, guys, we were losing too much if we
Yeah.
pushed it back. We were going to lose our announcer. Robinson wasn't going to be able to make it. A bunch of guys they were going to lose flights and lose out on their Airbnb stuff, and some of them weren't able to make it. So, and all those guys are like, hey, we will be there. So we're excited about it. We'll work hard as possible to make sure it's an amazing program for you guys and run smooth. David's going to be there announcing. He runs a good program. I'm there to also help. So it's almost like there's two of us there to keep the program running smooth, tight, and fast. Um, and where you guys get a ton of track time. We have the extended program where it's going to be 8-minute runs. Um, and it should be a really, really good time. We should end. Hopefully, it's I'm thinking 7 to 8 p.m. is kind of my shoot time for Saturday, and we'll have a good program for you guys on Sunday. Get you out of there decently early with trophy presentations and everything like that. So got the trophies all dialed in as well. Jim Conquest should be finishing those up now from Imaginate Graphics, and man, I can't wait to hit
It's
this
gonna be fun.
track at Robinson. It's going to be a ton
Oh,
of
it's gonna be
fun.
fun.
And, even the new pit lane's in, correct?
Oh yeah, the new pit lane is in, and dude, we got a lot more lift out of our jumps on this particular race. So we wanted to develop the track more. As some people I see some areas have been cut out, but we wanted to put a chicane in there. We wanted more jumps, bigger jumps, and something to keep people. Man, it keeps you on your toes. So I think we're really going to have a good time, Matt. Dude, we forgot about Christos was going to be flying in, and he had an Airbnb. We got Reese Robinson, Luke Lifestrom, and Matt Jenkins, dude, all flying in. And dude, I think it's going to be and North Cal driving it. So dude, I think it's going to be a blast, dude. We're going to have a lot of fierce competition. As you guys know, we actually made the lanes even wider now. This makes for good for some inside out racing. So that's exactly what we want to see. There's man, folks coming off the driver's stand with big smiles and having a good time. Some individuals haven't got a chance to see this track, and we hope that you guys come off having a blast and smiling. So yes, pit lane is in, driver stand is in. As you know, Matt, that took some work the last time to freaking try to get up and going. It's been a labor of love, that's for sure. And I think now that we're at that full-fledged facility style now. We started on the scaffolding, and now we're full-blown freaking facility now. So I think individuals will really enjoy themselves. Come out,
It's
have
going
a
to
blast. 8 scale, come out, man. Pro Moto, we have now been able to swing open a piece of the track, cut it down just a little bit to keep the racing going because you know those bikes need a little bit wider turning. So I
bring
think
out the pro motos.
bring out the Pro Motos, please. You guys are gonna have fun with it.
Most definitely. We got Joe Shartung
Yeah.
here. He wanted to ask you, how's the hillside for parking trailers?
Right now, all of the trailer spots, just like we've done in the past, a lot of that stuff has already been leveled out for you guys. So whenever you guys come in, we have flat spots. Shark Tongue, where you were at the last time, is still available if you want that. Um, they, the all those areas that are right next to the track are leveled out. The other places where DRT is at, that's a little bit more sloping, but you can still manage to get everything going there. But everything that's close by the water tank, that area is completely flat. Anything that's close by the track is completely flat.
Awesome. And then let me see here.
All that stuff
Guys are
is usable. You guys should be good.
guys are all having a good time. Let me see here. Josh Mitchell had commented. So did Daniel. They said start earlier than later on Saturday. I'm trying to see why. I know a lot of people are going to be coming in that Saturday morning, and then we might have a little bit of rain. So I'm wondering why,
They
potentially,
they
of
may
why we
they
would
may see
start
something.
earlier.
They may see something in the day where we can, if we need to postpone, we'll be able to. You guys
Maybe
also
yeah.
don't forget we're able to run at night as well. So thank you to Site Solar, our sponsor, so our light tower. We can run until 9 o'clock. We can push it till 10. But we also have the ability to, and you guys should be able to have no issues. We've also moved one of the light towers closer to the track to increase visibility for everyone. So, you know, I also understand Matt's situation as well. You guys, please remember, about your other racers who are going to be probably coming in Saturday. If we, to start, let's just say at 8 or 7 or something like that, that means those individuals that are driving from a far distance, they're going to have to be getting up around 1 in the morning to get there. Those people who are coming from a long distance. So Matt normally does a good job of trying to wait for everyone to give everybody an opportunity to get their qual points in and have time to get there and set up. So I understand that the dynamic is, dude, we would love to get out there. We'd love to start early. We also have to take everyone into consideration because we don't want to just start a race and people are coming from far away. And all of you guys know we've all invested into this thing, and it costs a lot of money. So we all want to enjoy it with one another. And Matt most definitely does a good job of trying to balance all those things out. So yeah, if we can start early, Matt, awesome. If not, there's we have the ability to run later at night too.
Yeah, and we'll know kind of who comes out, guys. We're gonna look at the weather. We generally start at about a 10 a.m. Start time just in general. Um, but it helps too. Like we'll have signups open on Friday to Friday night. I'm gonna get that all prepped up. I'll probably actually post something ahead of time as well. I'll get the event started and post that link so that guys can enter in their classes and then pay at the track. So that'll actually enter them in. So that's a good point there to just get it sped up. Um, a lot of the times I am getting last minute entries of guys coming in. So getting in those early entries and getting paid up and everything that really actually speeds up the program. It helps us out a ton. Um, and just on our crew side, we're going to have to, when we go there, Robinson obviously has the track and the driver stand and everything, but we bring in everything else. We have to set up our internet. We got to set up all the timing and scoring. We got to set up the loop line. We got to set up the speakers, string all the cables. We got to set up the media stuff because we'll have live media out there for you guys. Um, we have a lot to do behind the scenes that nobody really thinks about when they come in. They kind of just they come in, they set up their pit table, and they're like, I'm ready to race. So for us, it is we ain't Feld Motorsports here with Supercross that has a crew of 60 people. You know, there's like two of us that kind of know what's going on, and I'm probably the only one that knows everything through and through. So we're gonna do our best to like I said, get the program started on time. Um, I would probably still wait that extra little bit, just so that the track and guys can get in some practice time beforehand. But it should be a good program. I imagine we're going to be able to hit about 2.5 to 3 hours per round. Is going to be my guesstimate on it, and depending, we'll just roll into the next one. And just keep the thing rolling if we have enough entry count. If the entries are lower, we'll probably take a small break for the guys so they can repair their rigs. But if we're looking good, I would love to have 2.5 to 3 hour rounds, and we're able to get it dialed in for you guys
And
pretty
and
easily.
don't forget to register, Matt. I don't think you've pressed that enough because I didn't know how well it makes your system run well. So if you guys can register early, dude, at least getting the registration in. So therefore, when you guys go across the loop line, it makes Matt's job a lot easier. It makes our whole job a lot easier. Yeah, registering you guys, getting you guys paid up, all of that stuff runs a lot smoother when we can get you guys all in. Even if you may be a little bit late, dude, already having you in the system helps Matt move the program along because it's hard to start the program and then go back and try to add you into the program. So if we can push early registrations through RC Garage, man, that would help out us moving along a lot smoother, whether you'll be there on time or not. At least we'll have you in the system. We can throw you in when you're ready and not have to stop the program to make any of that. Also, be ready afterwards when you guys get done with your race. Go to the pits, drop your cars off, get a drink, a swig of water, come back out, get in a turn marshal position, and help us just move the program along, dude. We're here to have fun, and
And
enjoy this racing.
that's one thing right there. I need to get some more tables. We're gonna pull our cars off and leave them there,
Oh
and then you go
yes,
out to Marshall.
yes. We have a
So
staging
you're
area
gonna
now where you can leave your car
so
there.
you're gonna pull them off. You're gonna leave them there, and you're gonna go out to Marshall. Like that's gonna be the method. There's not gonna be going back to your pits. There's not gonna be towing them back there. Um, that's one thing. Like I don't know how long all of us have been doing this for. It's
Right.
years, but people will go back, they'll lollygag, and that increases our time for our what we're doing. If you don't have a marshal, find a marshal, and
Yep.
they know what's going on, so if they're able to do it, it's your responsibility to find those people, and you need to hit up your buddy, buy him some dinner, do whatever you need to do, but we need our marshals out there. So that's going to
And we
be
need you guys on deck. And we're talking all hands too. We're gonna have our essential marshals. Matt normally uses about 6 or 7 of those, but dude, just having some extra eyes out there and being able to get to those cars and flip them over. When another you know guy's out there flipping another car, it'd be great to have you guys out there. So yes, get your cars, come out, put them right there, go back out. Turn marshal help the program move smoothly. I know sometimes it can be tiring after 3 hours of being out there, but dude, we're here to have a blast and have fun. So let us all chip in and make this bad boy move smoothly. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So I am working in the background here, guys. I'm gonna get um, I'm gonna get signups going so I can post the link for everybody. So you are able to um, get signed up, and we're able to get that dialed in. So that's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome for you guys. So we're going to get that link posted. I'll have the link shortly posted after this on the main mod and mod live media, um, that we're able to dial that in, and looking forward to it. So I'm going to shift this down. Perfect. So I'm going to share this here for you guys. We have here David Fouts saying about the waffle winners from Desert Classic. Yes, David, I have contacted a few, but I have the juggernaut of guys to get to. So be expecting a call from me most likely tomorrow. So I'm going to be getting all those guys going. FM modulator from Phil Phillips. I do have one, Phil. I'm going to try and get that thing set up,
Uh,
dialed in
All right.
for you guys. What's going on, Jeff? Hello, hello. William Bell, mod clutches. You have some. I think we might have a few left over potentially, but we are running very, very low on those um, for you. So go and check out that link in the chat there, guys. That's going to be where you go to sign up. You put in your name, put in your transponders if you got them. That'd be amazing. But if anything, your name and your classes, that helps us out a ton to begin with. So, but all in all, we're looking forward to it, everybody. We're hoping that weather just goes right into Thursday. It doesn't even hit us on Friday, and we are dialed in. But don't even show up on Thursday.
No, and dress
You
warm.
can and dress warm.
Hmm.
Have dress warm, guys. Bring extra clothes.
Bring firewood too, man.
And
Bring some
bring
firewood.
firewood.
Yes.
So it should be good. So, anyways, if there's no more questions, um, we're super looking forward to the track. I know Robinson has put in a ton of work um, with this, and I bet on on that one. Let me see if I could search up
And thank God
Robinson
for my
Raceway
wife.
here.
If you guys see my wife and you're at the track, man, thank her because she's the one who is behind the scenes. I have to go to work and bring home money. So the one who is beautifying everything is my lovely wife, Jeanette Robinson. So when you guys see her, dude, I'm telling you, she is the backbone of this whole operation. She works hard. She's quiet. She gives you a little cute smile. She keeps going. But I'm telling you right now, when you guys get out there, you're looking around. A lot of that stuff is her and my kids when I'm not there. So when I'm there, that'll be on the weekends. I normally take for this mod event, I take days off to get make things happen for you guys. But man, you guys be sure to thank her because she is a awesome.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, looking
All right, here
good,
we go.
baby. Looking good.
So thank you to Fang CPO for this.
Yeah, thank you, thanks. Man, we brought back that sweeping turn over there in the corner, Matt. You know that's always trouble.
Yeah. So thank you to Steve Perez over there, kind of getting this little video here for us. So the track looks awesome. And it's going to get rutted. It always does. So it's
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
a ton of fun. It's going to get a lot of character. That dryness you see there, that won't exist. It'll be nice and chocolatey out there for the truck. So
It surely will be. That's for sure. And a lot of the character it's hard to see with that particular video, but when you guys get out there, you guys will most definitely be shocked. I'm telling you, man. I really enjoyed it. I'm like, oh, this is nice. So we had some tabletops, some doubles, some triples options with some big rollers in the back. We also added a little wall jump in there to slow folks down on the back section. But I think you guys will most definitely have a blast with this because it's a lot of different styles of jumps. So we wanted to be a little bit more technical with this particular track when it comes to finger control. And I think you guys, for tooth pinion wise, folks have been asking. As you know, Matt loves freaking his 18, 17. Freaking, he hauls tail with that. I'm a 19 guy, but coming out of those turns, I understand what the need for an 18 is. So if you for those guys who like the taller tooth, I'm not sure if it'll benefit you unless you got enough power behind that motor to make it happen. And so I think anywhere between 17, 18, and 19 is good. What do you think, Matt, from your experience?
no, yeah, definitely looking forward to it. And yeah, we'll probably be it's like an 18 track, probably for sure. 18 or 19, and trying to not get a ton of wheel spin out there, maybe with the 17. So I might have to up it a little bit. So, but we're looking good, Robinson. Looking like a ton of fun. It's going to be good times out there, guys. We will have the mod pop up pro shop there, so we'll have a ton of goodies there for you guys, keeping you running. And we've been stocking up. So you guys need anything, get in those orders. We can bring them in as well. Definitely appreciate all your guys' support on modspeedshop.com. And thank you, Eric. Thank you, family, for everything. And we're all systems go, guys. So let your friends know. Let everybody know we will be racing Saturday, Sunday, with potential of running on Friday if the weather kind of turns to the better. But it's looking like to be a good program. We should be able to fit a full 2 qualifiers, the long 8-minute runs in there, long main events on Sunday. So you guys won't be missing out on anything. We'll extend practice there in the morning for those people that are coming in. So thank you guys. Amazing. Thank you to my crew too. We're gonna have full crew out there, and we'll be seeing you guys soon. Awesome. Thank you guys. You have a blessed night.
You guys too.
Good night.